Okay, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mano. Today I'm here to show you the difference between web design, web development, and the languages you need to know if you want to learn web development or web designing. First of all, let me give you the between web designing and web development. Web designing is simply those web designers are simply those that work on the user interface of the website. For example, this website now, you've seen it has some colors, it has some design. So these things are structured and they are done by web designers. So it's pretty cool. Web design is very cool, and there's some advanced web designing that anyway, let's leave that aside. So for example, now you want to become a web designer. Now a web designer, like I said earlier on, it works on the user experience and user interface. While web developer are the one that makes the website look dynamic. But don't let me go into that now. Let me just go into some basic things in web designing. So web designing, you need to know some languages in web designing, which are these three languages: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So these three languages are commonly used by web designers, and also web developers uses this JavaScript library, which is jQuery. Okay, so you can actually use jQuery, but it is advisable for web designers and beginner programmers to start using JavaScript. Okay, so that's cool. And you need to start from learning HTML, then you go into CSS, then you go into JavaScript. Actually, let me just explain what everything are for you. In my previous video, if you watch my video, I explained HTML. What is HTML? HTML in full meaning, it is hypertext language. It basically make up the structure of the website. For example, an architecture. If you are building a house, they take care of the structure, then takes care of the furnishing. So those basically those concepts in the structure, making of the structure, is done by HTML, and while the furnishing is done by CSS. So, and making it dynamic is making it more styling, or how do I say it, making it more enchanting, beautiful, use JavaScript. So yeah, so that's it. That's that for now. So use CSS in painting, designing, use HTML making the structure of the website, and use JavaScript to make some animations and some other thing you want also make on the website. So we are moving to web development now. Web development are basically they make a website looks dynamic. For example, on YouTube now, when I go to my YouTube homepage, we have different experience on the channel, on the website. We have different experience. You have what you're searching on YouTube. I also have what I'm searching on YouTube. So you can see, okay. So you have different things we are searching on YouTube, and we have different things that's going to display as default for us. Okay, so this thing are data stored by PHP and SQL, or our data stored by backend programming language like PHP, JavaScript, and many other languages. Actually, JavaScript takes two roles. It's partaking in web designing and also in web development. So you can use JavaScript now to even in machine learning also. Yeah, JavaScript is growing anyway. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, so JavaScript is growing anyway. So yeah, so that's it. So you use PHP, is a web server programming language. It works for the backend programming, and SQL is manage the data and it deals with the data of the website. While jQuery is a JavaScript library. If I'm too fast, so sorry guys. Okay, jQuery is a JavaScript library, which is okay, yeah, you see, a JavaScript library for developing web pages. So it's more awesome to handle than JavaScript, but you need to understand JavaScript before you go into the. If you want to become a web developer, you need to know HTML. You need to know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, SQL, jQuery, or you can either choose any other languages to replace PHP. You can choose Python, you can choose Java, you can choose JavaScript, Node.js, especially. You can choose Node.js instead of JavaScript. You choose Node.js, and Ruby, other languages, but I advise you to choose either Python or PHP. But I advise you to choose Python. Yeah, Python is a very cool language. Yeah, one of the very best and one of my most favorite languages of all time. So thank you guys for watching me for now. My name is Bankole Manu. I will see you guys next time. And if you also want to know what is W3CX, the W3CX and Bootstrap, so they are framework. But anyway, I will tell you guys those next time. So thank you guys for watching. My name is Bankole Manu. I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, bro.